All right, guys, so the latest on the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Sweet 16 episode. It was season 16, episode 16. A lot has been going on, a lot on social media, but even the episode itself was wild. Now, Kelli, she caught up with, some entertainment outlet where they had asked her a couple of questions, and she goes a little bit further about the whole abortion thing. She makes it clear, you know what, first of all, my body, my choice, absolutely. And she really doesn't need to explain herself any further. She should just leave it at that. But Pistol Eady is hopping onto social media stating that she has proof or she has receipts that Kelli did have an abortion and she knows who the person is, insinuating that Kelli was stepping out on her husband and that she was basically pregnant with some other man's baby while she was married. I don't know if I necessarily believe Pistol Eady. We're calling her Pistol Eady for a reason, but regardless, it's like that is just such a dirty, gross topic. Anyway, I don't even know why she keeps on pushing that as if it's like whatever. But Kelli is stating that what she said when she called her a pill popper, she wasn't talking shit, that she saw Brit Eady, that they all saw her basically lay the pills out and, legit calling her like a drug addict or whatever. Shamia, she hopped onto Instagram and she was like, let me clear up a few things. First of all, I never show lying ass Brittany any text message between me and Portia, and she is a pill popper. We all saw her taking pills, and it was more than just Advil. So, ooh. I mean, this girl is such a disaster. She was like the worst casting choice ever. When Shamia tells you and says, you know how you didn't like what Kenya did to you? You're basically doing that to her. And she's like, well, she called me a pill popper, and if you're going to go for me, I'm going to unload my whole clip on you. There she goes again, Pistol Eady talking about guns. Like, this girl is dumb as rocks. But anyway, but here's the thing. I'm not saying they're equal, but the sentiment and the analogy is still there. And the analogy is that you are saying that she's calling you a pill popper, so you're going to come back, and if you don't like my reaction, you shouldn't have done something, right? Like, if every action has a reaction. So that's her sentiment, and she's able to see it from that perspective. Yet she sure was crying victim when she's talking about, getting her pow-pow on Kenya, and all of a sudden she's a victim when Kenya has a reaction to her action. Now, I'm not saying that is equal, and it doesn't have to be equal. The references doesn't have to be equal to each other, but you should be able to connect the link how, if you're saying that, don't expect how I respond when you're coming after me, you can't control my reaction. But that's basically what Kenya stated to you. I find it really ludicrous that with everybody, it's always she's the victim, everybody's aggressive. I'm curious to wonder if Pistol Eady realizes that she herself is very aggressive, but she probably doesn't think that because someone like her definitely lacks self-awareness. So I'm sure in her head is everybody else's fault. Everybody else plays the victim. She herself is the only victim, and everybody else is aggressive, or as she likes to say, passive aggressive.